Konbanwa. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. It is the Sumo Summary Show for day 5, and we are here at the Jason Geekon. That's just dumb. At my apartment, my small little apartment here in rural Japan. It's not that little. There's a whole bedroom and stuff in that area and kitchen over there. Yeah, anyway. Um, all right, let's just jump into it. Not much to talk about today, but I did want to get caught up on who's on the leaderboard. I wanted to post this link to the standings page, but let me show you really quick what's happening. Well, I should talk about who won and lost first before I show you that. But basically, the link that Mike, my contest guy, gave me is for last basho. So I just emailed him like, "Hey, dude, the link is for the old tournament." So I can still show you kind of the behind the scenes breakdown, but you won't be able to click on the link yourself yet until he fixes it. So maybe tomorrow on day 6. Okay. So we'll get to that when we get to that. All right, so let's share and jump in. Hope you're having a good Thursday. Here we go. How is this man doing? Let's find out. Koto Shoho, the champion of the July tournament, obviously had another match today. And anybody absent? No, not in the top 2 divisions anyway. So that's good. Everybody's still fighting. We are going to have, I think, by day 5, you can start to talk about a leaderboard. So we'll look at that in a moment after we talk about who won and lost today. We'll start down in Juryo, where, some good matchups are going to be happening in the second week of Juryo as some of these guys who are in the lead are going to be fighting each other. And I'll definitely try to have some Juryo action for you over on Patreon on the weekend, starting on day 7 on Saturday. Here we have the day 5 results, and Asanoyama got another win today to go to 4-1. His stablemate Asasuryu got a win, 3-2. Now for the Juryo 12. Asahakuru, their other stablemate, got his first loss today, losing to the veteran Takada Fuji, who beat him with an Owate Dashinage. So he's now 4-1, tied with Asanoyama. Nishinoru lost to go to 3-2 to Kazekeno. Let's see. Tsurugisho yet to win, 0-5. Same for Miyanokaze, 0-5 there. Anything, I heard this. I heard Murray pronounced. I've been saying Kotokuzan, but how did he pronounce it today? He pronounced it Kotokuzan, Kotokuzan, or something like that. So let me know if you've heard this pronounced by other announcers and maybe how you would pronounce it. But anyway, he's undefeated, so I should learn how to say it. 5-0, beating Thomas Shoho today. Fujiseun got a win. Tochitaikai, his first win of the tournament. And then the guy a lot of people are talking about this tournament is Mita, the Juryo 4-man, undefeated at 5-0, beating Kotoeho, giving him his 5th loss in a row, and just having a great tournament so far. And we'll look at the leaderboard in Juryo in a minute. Oshomi also doing very well, 4-1 now with another win for the Juryo 1-man today against longtime veteran Chiyoshoma. Daisei Izan going to 3-2 by beating Kageyaki. All right, so there's your day 5 Juryo action. Let's look up in the top division at what happened today. Hitoshi got his first win. The Maegashira 17 is now 1-4. He beat hapless Maegashira 16 Nishikigi. One of them, they're both 0-4 going into this match. So one of them had to get his first win. It was Hitoshi. Nishikigi, though, 0-5. Tomokaze looking very good this tournament so far. 4-1 record after beating Nishiki Fuji. Shishi beat my man Tobizaru because Tobizaru is on my team for the channel contest. Going to 3-2. Tobizaru also at 3-2. Asakoru losing yet again. He's now 1-4. And Ryuden, the beneficiary today, with an Owate Nage win to go to 4-1. Shunana Umi went to 3-2, beating Sadana Umi in a battle of the no Umi men. They're not in the same stable, though. Mitake Umi got his second win by beating Meisei. Roga went to 3-2, beating Toki Hayate. Daisho, I just don't know what's happening with him. I wonder if it's an undisclosed injury because you would have thought the former Sekewake would just be chewing it up. But 1-4 record now after losing to Chirano Umi today. Fujinokawa, kind of a battle of the smaller guys against Midori Fuji, and he got the win to go to 2-3. Shodai looking impressive this tournament so far at 4-1 now. The former Ozeki beating Kim Bozan today. Takanosho also doing well this tournament 4-1 by beating Oshoma. We had so many guys enter today with one loss. So we'll look in a moment at how many of them maintained. Ura was one of those guys. He entered at 3-1, now at 4-1 after beating Kusano. This is the first match I had in my day 5 coverage over on the Patreon channel. So that's where my matches started. I had a double header to kick off my coverage. I got you this match and the Koto Shoho versus Ichi Yamamoto match. So our poster boy champion of July on the top of the website here, he lost today. He's now 2-3. So more losses already than he had all last tournament. But he was also, just slightly better on day 5 of July at 3-2, and then he won 10 in a row. So you never know. Wakamoto Haru, a nice solid win over Onokatsu to go to 4-1. Hakuoho couldn't keep up the momentum of his big win over the Yokozuna yesterday. He lost to Hirada Umi, who's very much on form this tournament at a 4-1 record now. Then we had 0-4 Takayasu against 1-3 Tamawashi, and Tamawashi won that match. So he is 2-3 now, and Takayasu has yet to win 0-5. Aonishiki Kirishima was a fun match, and Aonishiki got the win there. Okuridashi over the Sekewake. So he falls off the undefeated list into the foreign, the one-loss group, and Aonishiki improves to 3-2. Abi still can't get a win, losing again today. 5 straight losses for the M1. He lost to Wakatake Kage. The Sekewake improves to 3-2. Kotozakura, another win for him over Go Noyama. 4-1 record now. So doing pretty good for Kotozakura land. And Hoshoru maintaining his domination right now, 5-0, another good win. And oddly enough, Atami Fuji has a winning record against Hoshoryu and won the last time they met. So a little bit of revenge there, maybe, or just like, hey, I want to show I can beat you. And he had absolutely no problem actually dispatching Atami Fuji in the second to last match here on day 5. And then Onosato bouncing back from his loss yesterday, not surprisingly. And Maegashira 2 Oho, his victim, in the final match of the day. Oho now 2-3 at M2, and Onosato at 4-1. Okay, so if we go to the records, no, I'm sorry, the tournament leaders. Let's see who's where. Okay, so the only man still undefeated because Kirishima lost is Hoshoryu, all alone at the top of the leaderboard. And then we had, 13 guys with one loss yesterday? It's still a pretty big list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So only 2 guys who had one loss lost today, and everybody else maintained. And it's everybody up here, a Yokozuna, an Ozeki, a Sekewake, and then a bunch of Maegashira ranked wrestlers, all with one loss going into day 6 tomorrow. So still quite open and a lot of fun. And I'm sure a lot of these guys are on your team if you're doing the contest. So good luck to all of them. And yep, we'll see. Some of the stories that maybe were trying to emerge to be part of this tournament, like Wakataka Kage going for Ozeki. He's not on the list because he's got more than one loss. Koto Shoho, can he repeat his championship? And he's not on the list because he's got 3 losses actually. So some people not there that you would hoped would maybe have been there come day 5, but lots of guys to root for. And of course, if you're a Hoshoru fan and you picked him, especially in the contest, you're hoping that he is able to win his first Yusho as a Yokozuna, and he is well on his way here, dominating the first week so far. Okay, down in Juryo, 2 guys, Mita and Kotokuzan or Kotokuzan. I don't know. Those are the two ways I'm hearing it. Are undefeated, and then we've only got three guys at 4-1: Oshomi, Asahakiru, and Asanoyama. So still a very good chance that Asanoyama, if you're rooting for the former Sekewake, uh, to jump back up to win the tournament. And I'm sorry, the former Ozeki. I shouldn't call him a former Sekewake, the former Ozeki. And there's all the other guys that are in his stable. These two guys are right next to him in Juryo. And then, of course, the older brother, Asakoru, um, is in the top division. So, who are some of the other guys that are his age that were born in 1994? Abi, Wakataka Kage, Takanosho, Tomokaze Kageyaki, and another guy doing really well in Juryo, Kotokuzan. So, he's in good company. Some of you were saying in the comments that maybe Asanoyama's, past his prime, but hopefully he has some good years left and he can get up into the top division and make another mark for himself. We'll see how far he can get. Okay, let's look at who's fighting who tomorrow. Day 6, and we'll start in Juryo. So, speaking of Asanoyama, he has Takata Fuji, the longtime veteran, to start off the very first match. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. It's 11:30 p.m. when I'm recording this right now. Just another long day, but I'm getting through it. I'm getting through it. Nishinoru, who I'm kind of rooting for these days to get his 8 and stay in the Juryo division, is up against Hakuyozan tomorrow. Who else? Asahakiru with only one loss is up against Shirokuma. Let's see what else we got. One of the leaders, Kotokuzan, against Tohakiru. And then, oh, you know what name we're not seeing is Mita. So that means he must be up in the top division tomorrow, filling in a slot. So Oshomi taking on Kageyaki in the final match of the day. Another of the one-loss guys. So, yeah, let's see where Mita is tomorrow. Who did they give him? Makuuchi for day 6. Okay, Ryuden takes on Shishi in the first match, and then there he is. Undefeated Juryo 4 Mita taking on Shonana Umi. And they might have fought each other when he was down in Juryo, because he's just come up from Juryo. Well, he was Maegashira 15, then he went down. Let's see if they fought each other. Yeah, on day 15, Shonana Umi took on Mita in the previous tournament and gave Mita a loss. So there you go. They do have a history. Before that, Maegashira might, so he wouldn't have fought him all those times. So yeah, interesting. So a little bit of a rematch. That's probably why they picked that matchup for him tomorrow. So that'll be fun. I'll try to maybe put that on my Patreon channel tomorrow. Mhm. Anything else jump out? Wow, 1-4 versus 0-5. Tomokaze trying to maintain against Meisei. Daisho against the former. Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I don't know why that's happening. Um, well, I know why it's happening. I'm tired, but you usually don't just randomly yawn like that. Mitakeyumi, the former Ozeki, taking on the former Sekewake. Fujinokawa against Shodai. That's a fun matchup. Ura taking on Onokatsu to maintain his one-loss record. Takanosho against Koto Shoho. That's probably where I'll start recording tomorrow, but I'll try to pick up this Mita match. Or maybe if tomorrow's Friday, I could probably put up highlights on Patreon of all the early matches. So maybe I'll do that on Saturday, and you'll get to see everybody. But anyway, um, then we've got Kusano versus Wakamoto Haru, Hakuoho versus Abi, and then our big matches: Aonishiki Takayasu and a Komusubi clash. Wakataka Kage has Gonoyama. Kirishima has Tamawashi. Hirata Umi, who's on fire lately, 4-1 against 4-1 Ozeki Kotozakura. It was a good matchup here on day 6. Atami Fuji has Onosato. I'd like to see their head to head. and Oho has Hoshoryu in the final match of the day. Yeah, let's jump over to the Sumo database really quick, see if it's working, and try to pick that up. Your connection is not private. Why is it not private? Okay, I don't care. Just take me to where I want to go. Sometimes they update things and they mess around. Attackers might try to steal your information from blah, for example, passwords, messages, or credit cards. Okay, just go. Back to safety or advance. Why can't I just go to the website I want to go to, though? All right, well, obviously I have to figure that out later. Sorry, guys. Okay, so anyway, just wrapping things up. So that's the day six matches. And obviously, I'll have good coverage for you over on Patreon. And then, like I said, maybe I'll even put up highlights Saturday morning so you get to see a bunch of the matches leading into the weekend to if you're over on the Patreon with me. Okay, and then talking about the contest, I needed to kind of use this form because over on the, and I've made it bigger because over on the left side, this is like the behind the scenes are all your emails. And so I don't want to show those on camera. So I've kind of enlarged it and moved it over. So if you go this way, there's the tie break and sort of the points. But here's your nickname. So Koto Fushigi. Fushigi means like mysterious in Japanese, so that's a really fun nickname. He's all alone at the top with 20 points. There's his team: Hoshoru, Kirishima, Wakamoto Haru, Onokatsu, Chiranumi, and Tobizaru. And then let's see, we have one, two, three, four, five guys tied for guys or gals tied for second place: Darren, Tan, Kobe, Vegan Sumo, Choji, and Ole. I'm pronouncing it Ole. I hope it could be Ollie. I don't know. With 19. And then not too many people in third place. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven people tied for third. And I'm way down. If we go down, I want to say I'm down. I've got like 14 maybe. Uh, let's go down. Wow. A lot of you guys have 15. So there's 14. And I didn't see my name. Uh-oh, am I really this bad right now? Not that you're bad if you're below 13. You're just not doing that well. I want to try not to show. Why is it not going straight down? Okay, 13. There I am. Jason Mod. Okay, so 207th. So 200 of you are ahead of me in your picks so far. Yeah, as you can see, my team, Onosato, doing okay. Aonishiki, so many people picked him with only two wins. So for oh wait, there he is, two wins. Hakuoho's on my team, only two wins. Kusuno only two wins. Fujinokawa, has this been updated? Doesn't he have a second win? Yeah, and Onosato has a third win. Okay, so this isn't even updated. So this would be from yesterday. All right. Well, there you go. So I got to talk to Mike and get that updated. So we'll look for it tomorrow if you're looking for the standings page, because this isn't even updated. And this should, I think, auto update. But anyway, there you go. So some of you have, Hoshoru has 5 wins. Kirishima stayed at 4. Wakamoto went up to 4. So, yeah, Koto Fushigi might not still be in first place, but we'll look at it tomorrow. I know Mike will get back to me. So there you go. Okay. Apologies about that. I thought that was updated. That'll do it for me today on day 5. Don't think I'm gonna have time for any kind of live stream this weekend. As you know, I'm going to a neighboring prefecture on Sunday, and I got a full day activity. And then Monday back to school. But Tuesday is a holiday, and I hope to have really full coverage on the 23rd. Like I said, maybe I can put up some highlights in there and stuff. But yeah, I've just got a really full slate at work right now. And but then 27th and 28th, final weekend should be really good to go. Maybe I'll do a live Sumo Summary show, this show on day 14 on the Saturday, the 27th. Okay, so look forward to that. perhaps, and I'll let people know with the comments and community posts and things like that. All right, see you guys. See you tomorrow on Friday. Peace. Take care.